And we should be live. Just adjusting the microphone there. I don't know if going in there would cause them to actually fight us. They're definitely still blue around there, but so were the guys. Let's go ahead and talk to you. Nothing. Oh, just immediately hostile. That sucks. Okay, so we do have enemies. I kind of figured they would. I was hoping they wouldn't and we'd actually have some, like, interaction with the monsters of sorts, especially the Menputigra, because they have shown to be sentient, which is something that... Okay, so that's going to be hitting... I guess the Bogu's getting hit by it is fine. If it's... There we go. If we can get people up here to tank, we should be okay. That'll be fire, fire, fire. We're gonna shank the Bogus, I think. And then get the heck out of Dodge. Yeah, I think this might be fine. Drop that in there. It comes in after they do most of their movement, though. I think that should be fine. We pack it right there and we end on the doorway. Eldrin. I think that is going to go there. I can't move there. I'm going to see if I can get you. I'm trying to see if I can get him to cancel his movement before he gets there, but he can't. It's fine. Okay, we will go like so. Bounce a few of those off there. Hey, Locke, how's it going? Yeah, not being able to stand in the doorway kind of bites us in the ass, but I think we'll be fine. That's going to be there and there. So if we can get Eater... to go behind this, we could probably do a little bit more to it, but I think we just want to get close to the door, ready to tank. Just got back a bit ago from the Saturday shopping trip. Ooh, did you get anything good? A little bit of burnination, a little bit of missiles. Ooh, they're trying to cast something. See how well it goes. That's two of them dead. So for now, you have food and drink aplenty. I have coffee and I just had salami, so I can relate on some levels. Marius and turn. Eater. Eater, you're going to start in on these guys. And for some reason, the game seems to be even buggier lately, and I don't know what's causing it. I think it might just be how much we've been playing it. Because I think our save file might be just tacking things on and trying to accommodate for it, but not doing too well with it. Because we're currently at, I believe, 90-something hours on this playthrough. I can look. Yeah, 91 hours. That is about how long we've streamed it for as well. But did you get any good food and drink, by the way? Let's see. More fire burnination, I think. I keep pressing WASD, but this is the edge of the map, so I can't move any further to the right. So I keep pressing it, trying to get it to go further to the right before remembering, oh yeah, that's the limit. I'm going to go ahead and cast that on you. I want to see how well it works. Ow, you took a bunch of damage. Yeah, today's going to be a pretty chill day. We're probably going to finish this. Well, not the game. We're going to finish this area and hopefully get to the Principi today. That's the goal. Are we going to succeed on that goal? Probably not. They're going to try and pull us in. That's fine. Oh, we almost got rid of the Bagus. So Hand of Bareth should weaken them. And he just died. I think it tried to move away. And just got itself handed to, like, straight to hell. Okay, as far as this goes, we'll just break in the spells. Bonk. Bonkimus Prime. Yeah, for some reason, I am completely off schedule with sleeping as well. For those of you that are curious, it is an unfortunate reality. But, yeah. For some reason, I have not been able to stay on, like, a normal person's sleep schedule. I am at the point of, this is like the end of my day now. Because I woke up about, I want to say almost about 10 or 11 hours ago. I got a video done for today, so that's a plus. I'm going to be trying to do more videos on the main channel for those curious. Simply because I am actually looking forward to, let's go with hitting the Pugwa. But simply because I want to do more first impressions to kind of like fill out the in-betweens whenever I'm working on the bigger ones, and that'll just give me more videos and stuff like that to cover and get it more established as I am doing reviews again. I am still working on refining my review thumbnail, though. Currently, I have the one right now set up to essentially be a... Are you... Resolve, I think, is Affliction. And Stun, I think, is Resolve. There we go. Terrified and Steadfast. No. Stun is a Might Affliction. Okay, so we actually can stun you. But yeah, I'm going to be trying to do first impressions of kind of the games we do during like variety and stuff. I'm going to try and decide on a schedule for this as well. Unfortunately, I have not really settled on it yet. It's just one of those things that, yeah, it's something I want to do, but figuring out what day to do it on is a struggle. Are you really unable to do that again? Oh, it's her turn, that's why. The weep. I don't even care that we're taking thorn damage here. It do not matter. And we should have, yeah, we should have an Eater before them, so Eater should be able to stun it again. Because they don't, however, give them resistance, because, you know what? We are jerks like this. Oh, combusting wounds? Sure. That's gonna not even last any time at all. Oh, I forgot to talk to the imps, too. I need to go up and do that. I need to see if we can get imp spray or anything like that learned. How did you miss? Why? They're actually pretty darn durable at the moment. And you currently have 5 rounds of combusting wounds. And if only we could have gotten that on the imp back in the first one, we would have been way better off. Yep, just keep biting. What do you keep taking damage from? I think it's Stag's Horn, but I'm not sure. I think that just does it to anything that's within proximity. And you know, you're not going to get a chance to take advantage of that burn. He's only going to get hit once. Now it is all up to smacking the shnikey out of you. Okay, Eater, you do not have anything to do. You just smack. Ta-da! Victory. Actually, a lot of lootable stuff here. What is this? Remember Adir as one recalls a dream. Bright light on shimmering waters, glimmering citadels, towering trees, all vague impressions. Was it like that before? Do we truly remember anything with clarity outside of the tales we construct around it? Or have the hand occult taken home from me as well? Aww. Can I grab the... Thank you. If it's highlighted while my mouse is over it, it should grab it. And there is stuff to look at in here. Prolonged shriek never entirely fades. What does this one say? The pages of the book are scrawled with the same phrase from cover to cover, always screaming, never sleeping. Yeah, I need to go to the Temple of Revelations and get this. I do wonder what happens if you do these in the wrong order.
You must gather your party.
You must gather your party before venturing forth. She's got too much intonation and emotion for that.
Venturing forth.
Thank you for finishing the dialogue there. I forgot to talk to the imps before we went down. I meant to. Because one of them might know how to do
what you want, Stink?
I found this recipe for invigorating nightmares and immediately thought of you.
Dumb gravel stink need new drugs. Something stronger. Something uglier.
Squinting down at the parchment, Drowsy Puke nods and begins combining ingredients. He sprinkles the mixture onto the nose of a passing rat and chuckles merrily when the creature stiffens into a ball and dies.
New drugs ready for sampling. Sleep well, idiot.
Last rune was resistance to resolve afflictions. It probably has other side effects. And you...
You want baubles. You give me coin, you get all the baubles you want.
Found this book about imp spray. Can you do anything with it? Snatches the book from you and starts flipping through pages, starting from the end and working its way to the beginning.
Can't read, dumb ground stink. You forget? You forget?
Imp strains with both claws to rip the book in half, but only succeeds in warping the binding.
You want imp spray? You want it so badly, eh? Here, you collect it.
Ready, aim, fire! You aim the lip of the bottle just in time to intercept a blast of hot imp effluvium. It smells of rotten eggs and lamp oil dusted with a pinch of cinnamon. Mercifully, it misses your face, but a fine layer coats everything else. You feel moist and unwell. Fetid Spray glances back, wearing a playful grin.
Enjoy spray, ground stink. First one's free. Lots more where that came from.
Gestures to a sack of bulging corked... Okay. Spray was already for sale, but you just didn't say anything?
Didn't know ground stink watcher loved imp spray so much. Yum, yum. Sprinkle on eggs for tasty spice, eh?
Are you collecting your own spray?
Maybe because dumb ground stinks keep buying it?
Guess I'll buy some imp spray. What does it actually do? It is a bomb. Effects stun for 1 round for every R&D for 2 rounds. What? 1 round for every round. 1 round every round for 2 rounds. So it stuns. It's a better stun grenade. I mean, yes. I will take it. I'll even take the palm slats. And the rest of these are just kind of, whatevers. Okay, that needs to go to you, because you are our grenadier. And it will go in place of the stun bomb. And I think we dump that off. We dump the stun bomb off because we already have 2. I need to use grenades more often on him. Because as you can tell, we've got a freaking lot of them. And I have not been using them. We just have all the options in the world as a grenadier. A fungal bile is stuff. Let's see. We actually have a number of sellable items. Immolator will take another stack of. Take a full stack of that. Yeah, I think that's good. Do you have any others that we'd actually want to bother with? I don't think so. Just looking to see if there's other grenades hiding in here. Does not look like it. You have the spider thing that we could use. Corrosive Soul Essence, we'll stack another one in there. I just don't want to take too much of stuff that I'm never going to use, but let's go ahead and we'll go a few fights and actually just use grenades instead of spells. Why? Because we can. Because I keep forgetting to. But we're going to have to deal with that purple door, which shouldn't be that big of an issue. We have perception out the wazoo. Looks like we might have another room here on the left as well. Yeah, we've got rooms on both sides. Actually, on all 3 sides. We're just going to go right first. I just realized that is a force field. Subjects P1210 Mempugra Ooze Lurker Ecosystem Displacement Project. This is like fantasy SCPs, I guess. Sectional wall looks weaker than its surroundings. The brickwork and the grout crumbling and patchy. Okay. Let's see. Sorry for the sniffles there. A faded note pasted to the ancient stonework bears the Ingwithian legend. This wall is no different from any other wall. Examine it first. Through thorough investigation, the wall reveals some vulnerable structural elements. A careful application of tools might weaken the barrier further. Weaken the wall further with hammer and chisel. A few hours of work removes the grout from between the stones. And we will push the wall over. With a mighty grunt, Eater throws a shoulder into the wall. It collapses beneath your compatriot, who vanishes with a yelp into the darkness beyond. Oh, it's a dragon skeleton.
Watcher? You seen one of these before?
It's got vessel bones, sea dragon shells. Looks like it's not a necessary thing, at least. Watch it attack as we get out of there. Okay, so that is locked. That leads me to believe that this is something that we're supposed to approach from another side. And that is to where? It's a lift. Okay, so we've got an elevator. A elevator. Oh my. Get myself some of my coffee real quick. I'm trying to wake up. It's just I get groggy before bed. I see that. I see the eyes. The hand took me from myself. There exists no other words for it. Pieces of me, the me I was before, they're gone. Vanished into those screaming maws. Are they still there? Are they there still? Can I retrieve them? Or have they been drained away into the unknowable depths? I mean, we don't have to fight most of the stuff, I don't think. I think what we are supposed to do is go down there through the elevator. And that'll cause them to either die or regain their sanity. Well, I say regain their sanity. Lose their sanity to us killing them, because we're gonna kill them off. The bulbous pouch of glistening silk hangs from a thick cable of webbing that ascends along the collections into the darkness above.
Are we supposed to climb into this thing? You intend to put us in this sack, don't you?
As the sack sways gently to either side, you notice a small spherical object set into it. At first you mistake it for a solid black gem, but then it shifts. You find 8 eyes peering up at you from a fist-sized spider.
Captain, I believe this creature bound by the Vithrax. It appears to desire instruction.
Lower me into the depths. Actually, take me to whatever's above. Ugh. Spider Vader. You gotta love it. It elevates my joys in life.
Right. How big's a spider gotta be to make this?
Very big. Okay, so this is going to be where the big spider is. Yeah, Spun Terrace. We want to
I
go...
ain't going to everything that's happened since Gilded Vale. Deerford, Theos, Aethys getting up and stomping around. I think this moment might have made it all worthwhile.
Lower me into the depths. Why does he like us getting into the giant spider Vader? I love that it thinks I'm saying like Darth Vader. Spider elevator, the Web-evator. I got that one right. Yeah, that looked like it could have turned into something, but it didn't. So what we're looking for is some way to announce through the entire area. Oh, these are just people. Do they talk? Beware the quiet child. Oracle sees all. Does it now? Do we have anything to be said about these guys? I think these are going to be zombies. They're already dead. Oh, this is not going to go well. Small child in a room with a bunch of dead people? Yeah, that's ideal. Especially considering these guys all have fine, exceptional, superior shit. Uh-huh.
Father?
Okay. Imaginary friend. And frightened child is 1 level higher than us. That's fine. This is kind of creepy, but it's fine. Let's go with... Are they ranged? That one's ranged, that one's ranged, that one's ranged. So those 3 are good targets. This one is Scepter, it looks like. And that one... Actually, no, this one would be... whatchamacallit? The 2-handed ranged weapon. We're going to go ahead and drop this there. It's a mage. And it probably has concentration. It does not. So let's go ahead and get over to you. And the imaginary friends? Oh, they're not friendly. That's for damn sure. What the hell did you cast there? Salvation of Time. Don't know what that does. Plus 2 rounds of beneficial effects. Aloth. You come down this way. Okay, can you not? Yeah, you can. We can't cast it where we're casting the other spell. That's so stupid. I think something there might be blocking its path. Eldrin, just stay on him. Actually, go here. Can we put him in the corner pocket? Yes. He's not going to get hit by the missiles, but he could get hit by the meteors. You missed us. Yeah, because they're aiming directly ahead. They were probably aiming at Eldrin with that. But because it's forked, it's going to go off either direction from him. Please do not break him. Do not break Aloth. It is not appropriate. And, oh, they've got wolf companions as well. Cute. It looks almost like it's an approximation of our party. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's one more. Let us go for Power Strike. Oh, and he has a downgrade to it. Great. And you can't do anything, I don't think. Nope. You are immobilized. You are immobilized. That got rid of one of your imaginary friends. He has quite a bit of life. Good lord. That was 2 barrages of very heavy spells, and they're not even halfway. Okay, so you are going to be a pain in the ass. I think for now, we actually go for a heal focusing on you. Yeah, 71. That almost recovered him back from that shit. Okay. Next spell. We go... Actually, we go down here. Because I want to get a good angle to hit both of these. Like so. I think we're fine. That going across there is going to mean we can't approach either of them, but we can deal with the dog and this one fairly reliably. Go with a shriek? Or do I just go with the double stab? I think I go with the double stab. And come around to this guy in the back. That way, if that one wants to get in touch with us, because it's currently using a mace, it's going to have to walk. If it uses a spell, it won't have to move. But that's pretty much the only condition that'll keep it from doing that. And I keep forgetting, I have grenades! But I think I need to go through my big, heavy-hitting spells first before I bother with those. Although an AoE stun would be nice. Yeah, you have heals, don't you? They just want Aloth. Jesus. Okay, keep whacking. Oh, you didn't actually get him distracted. You can't do anything. Okay. Can I come up here and see what happened there? It's Frightened Child. The effect canceled with an evil turned away the sun. I don't know what that does. That's one thing that this game needs to do a lot better. If they do a third Pillars of Eternity, please actually let me see the descriptions of the gosh darn spells by hovering over them. That would be great for me. Okay, Aloth, you are not in a good position. Go ahead and pop that. And go for... Let's go for a friend. Or do we go for the grenades? We could go for the grenades. Although we don't have a good multi-person to hit with that. No, I think we stick with the summon friend. Jyoti, get up here. These are spirits, so they're not going to take any damage from this, unfortunately. But we can do that anyway. Heal up everybody that's in the area, at least. Frightened Child. You know what? Suck it. Can't be hobbled. They are bound and determined to kill Aloth, which is really actually starting to piss me off. You probably can't get stunned. I'm gonna try. Nope, they can just get dazed. So what I need to do is probably find a way to get Aloth out of the room for a little bit. Just so he doesn't die. Listen here, bitch. And I do think they're healing. They might be healing based on the number of people still alive. Because they're still alive. Yeah, that's not much damage either. Okay. Protective Soul absorbs 17 damage. Okay. Imaginary friend, imaginary friends. Wolf companion and imaginary friend. He's going to go down, isn't he? Nope, he's not. Okay. Back up out of there. Get as far back as you can. Get yourself a friend. Yidwin, let's start dismantling these guys. Because frankly, they're being a problem. Oh, here comes the wolf companion. Hi, guy. Too bad you were hobbled. Yeah, and we're just going to take out the nonsense that's around this. Because I think by taking these out, we might actually weaken him. Or even release him. Find out. Oh, for fuck's sake. Leave him alone, you goddamn bastard. Oh, and he just died. How? Edwin killed imaginary friend. It, I don't know what happened there, and it mildly irritates me. It's falling into the category of what the fuck game. Crit is instant death. That's good. But yeah, them focusing in on Aloth is mildly infuriating. It's like, oh, he's a mile away. We're going to run past everything. And we're going to die after the attack for some dumb reason. You'd think if she killed him while he was running away, he would have died before he got there. Even if it was from movement. I don't know. I do not know.
Can anybody tell me what just happened?
The kid summoned a bunch of ghosts, and they focused down
She
Aloth.
possessed the form of a child, but her mind was pure chaos. She was dead long before we found her.
And she's got the Scourge of Bezello. Superb, which is nice. I think, is there one thing above Superb, or is Superb the best? Legendary. Yeah, Legendary is above. There's two different legendary things we could do with it, but they're identical, I think. Oh, because you have the Magma Dragon Gizzard as an option for it. I'm not going to use that. Fires 3 projectiles, but has decreased damage and penetration. And it does into crits. Superb damage penetration. Scoring a crit applies steadfast to allies near the target for a round. That'd be an okay ranged weapon, but I do think we prefer the ice bow. We're going to wander back this way. Grab you. And go steal this. As the chief librarian instructed, we have redacted the child's home village from every available map. The work is taxing on our more covert agents, but is a public service we cannot let slip. Some graves should be forgotten. When we arrived, it was a ghost town in the truest sense of the word. Men and women conjured from memory and imagination walked the streets, going about their daily duties, ignorant of their own spectral nature, stepping through their own rotted corpses. All was silent save the music. We followed it to the town square where we found the child playing. The blood of her kin spattered across her instrument. She sang really, that she could not control herself and begged us to help her stop. We promised. It was in poor taste to betray her trust, but at least her talents will be confined to the collections. Confined and, in time, harnessed. Interesting. I have a feeling we're eventually going to have to fight these librarians.
God's alive. Think we can reap this?
I don't even know what this is. And neither of them have names. The Oracle demands another clutch of Lagaveth eggs for study. I have started to appreciate why. Even the most average Lagaveth is highly adaptable in their embryonic state. Porous shells allow their bodies to acclimate to the environment in which they will eventually hatch, and the Oracle fashions such creative environments. Its interests in Kith biology are narrow by comparison. Our minds are more malleable than our bodies. The clay will stretch only so far before it breaks. Good thing for us. Our unusual steward has a plan. Knowing its interests and area of study, I wager that plan involves 4 arms, sharp teeth, and too many eyeballs. Is that so? Wonder why only 4 arms? Is that just because Lagufeth? Yeah. Very likely. Do I bother stealing it? I think I can. Oh, but you get too close. You need to leave. Oh, I should try pickpocketing them. I just remembered that I have the ability to pickpocket. And yes, we will interact with us in a minute. Need your circle to disappear. Can you go there? I will try one thing to get to that. And if it fails, we'll just not worry about it, because nothing in there is critical. I would like to have that piece of paper, but... we got it. Nice. Yeah, if we just outright take it, they'll fight us. Okay, so they have interest in Lagufeth. This device resembles some of the Ingwinthian machines you've encountered in the past. Those have been largely overtaken by flesh and bone. Tendons and muscles fused to the ancient machine mechanisms at its core. Okay. Oh, basically, this is an old Ingwinthian machine with flesh and bones on it. Putrid bile oozes from an unseen orifice and trickles in a constant stream, not unlike the construct's lubrication. Not unlike a construct's lubrication. Looks like the device described in the maintenance log. This device gurgles quietly. After a prolonged silence, a wet blast of air escapes through the eye of a mounted skull. You can only speculate that the machine is in working order. Consult the maintenance log to activate the device. Oh, okay. Carefully sink your hand into the machine's soft flesh. A canal of gore extends deeper than you guessed, and in no time you're shoulder deep in a panel of drooping skin and exposed muscle. Flesh, gears, and wet moving parts shudder under your touch. You find the gland described in the maintenance log, a palm-sized sack of fluid, and give it a gentle squeeze. A shiver of delight passes through the workings of the machine. You feel its attention swivel over to you. I hope this spills the guts of your construct kin. Do we want to... let's be friends? Here the patrols come to an immediate halt, as several large shapes throughout the area stand at their best approximate of attention. Oh, we just... Huh. Uh-huh. Why? Just no. There's something else in here that's mad at us, and I don't know what it is. But apparently we just turned on a machine. And I don't mean with the power button. Augmented something. Okay, so it's Vithrak Warden and an Observer. We have so many augmented something or others helping us. But that just... Can you not move there? Thank you. And then Marius can attack it. That gets rid of the Observer, so we have the Vithrak Watcher. What are those gonna do? They are so far away, they're just triggering something, and I don't know what the hell they are. He's trying to do something to our friends, though. If we can call whatever the hell they are friends. Augmented flesh constructs. Yummy. I don't think those are going to attack. I think they're just there to distract enemies. Marius, get closer. Oh, and they turn hostile whenever he does that. Of course, they're charmed right now, so they should stop being hostile soon enough. Hate that those things have charms. Well, we'll see how strong they are. Aloth, just do a magic missile. It should be fine. Joti, do your arrows. Eldrin, you can't get in range. You do have beams, though. So do that. I mean, yeah, it actually hurt our friend as well, but goodbye. And now we just tank these guys until they stop being hostile. They don't do anything is the weird crap. I think they're supposed to. But they're just like misfiring. And yes, I am just spamming end turn just so that they can get through their turns and become uncharmed. Because I figure killing them might give us an item, but it's probably not going to be worth it. We already have plenty of items to kind of mess around with. And no more hostiles. Oh, they can move. I don't get it. They're our friends now. They're green instead of blue. Raparu. What did we run into? It's something with Piercing Shriek, which means probably a Vithrak. If I had to take a wild guess, I think it's a Vithrak. And I'm glad we didn't choose to fight him. If you notice how much damage it's doing, if that is a Vithrak, that is quite a bit of damage. And they're not attacking right here because they don't even know what's in there. They don't know they're in combat. And a zip. It is... No, it's an observer. So, no, these are not terribly strong. For some reason, I was thinking they were stronger because... If you didn't know... If that was a Vithrak, that would have been about as much damage as she does. But, since that is not a Vithrak... Don't have anything to worry about. And I think we just kill it just by zippity-doo-dahing over there. Not like we lack the movement tech or anything. Although this is definitely an area that's geared towards level 20 plus. Because things are higher level than us even here. Okay, so we don't have any information on this room. Other than the fact that there is a Valian merchant down there. We will loot their crap. Archmage Habitat, subject redacted, identity censorship project, priority 1. Oh, this is going to be Wormboy's room. Oh, there it is. Remember the apprentice, honey mead hair and ears like willow weaves, spellwork sharp and wry, as focused and clean as rapier's kiss. Remember her, find her, you can trust her. I believe you can trust her. Trust her, but never too trusting. What was her name? And we have gunpowder. Wait a minute, was the name of the person? No, it was Mara. Thinking maybe there was a hint in there or something, but I guess not. Okay, this floor. Yeah, I think we do have something over here. We're eventually going to be getting to. I think it's going to be from in there if I had to take a wild guess. Because it looks like, yeah, oh no, it's going to be this way. Yeah, go ahead and disarm those. This is the Assembly of Echoes. And we'll just get XP getting rid of these traps. So I think this is where the horn is. I also think that's where we go to make sure everything in here dies. Hello, observer. How you observing? Hopefully, extremely well. You are essentially the same as the eyeballs in Baldur's Gate 3, if I had to guess. Except you don't summon a bunch of crap and you're not damn near immortal. Instead, you're kind of squishy and easy to kill. You just happen to alert everything around you. Those are augmented flesh constructs. This old wooden table bears a complicated alchemy set, several bottles, and assorted other materials. Examine it. Though antique, the alchemy set has been well maintained and looks entirely serviceable. A corked bottle rests in the middle cradle, cleverly labeled with a red X imposed over a rough image of a dank spore. It appears to be a potent fungicide. A large chunk of faintly luminous fungus rests in a small metal bowl. Take the fungus. You empty the bowl of fungus into a pouch and secure it among the rest of your gear. Got the Hawana Mahe. And take the fungicide. It weighs heavily in your hand. It is apparently quite full. Gain fungicide. Convert the fungicide into fungal fertilizer? Sure. Failed. Despite hours of frustrating effort spent hunched over the beakers and bottles, the fungicide remains as deadly as ever. Because we do not have somebody in alchemy. So if I ever play this again, get the alchemy going. There's a hidden object over there that we can loot. Okay, so that was a thing. They're hacking apart corpses. Most of Lagafet's internal organs are missing. Ugh. Leadership Habitat, subject K7818. Mataru Warriors Tribal Influence Project. Will he attack us for going in here? Hi, guy. Nope. He doesn't even care that we're taking his stuff. I suppose I should read these as well. That is the Flesh Controller Room Key. Which I don't know what that's going to actually do for us. We've got the Advanced Wistful Stargazing. And we've got what over here? The more I see of this place, the less I understand it. Not the particulars. Those are intelligible enough to intelligible. Okay. Whale keeps secrets, but keeps them slant. Everything in these halls, however, has been organized, categorized, sterilized. This place cannot be Whale's will. That is one hell of a way to say it. I think that guy is keeping us... Can we actually talk to you? Scavenger of wisdom? No. It's got eyes all over the place. Got shrunken horse. A docile oozling.
These experiments seem the random fumbling of a child. Or an Adiran.
Wow. That's harsh, but I mean, seriously. Okay, if we want these, you're gonna have to steal them for us. There's the ooblet. And let's go ahead and get the shrunken horse eventually. Oh, she just like all vanished. You need to move. I mean, I could pick your pocket, but I don't really care about it. Wow. Thank you for not grabbing what I clicked on. That does not work out well for me. Yeah, I clicked on it and it just kind of like walked up next to it instead of grabbing it. That's irritating. I do find it kind of gross that they're chopping off limbs of whatever's going on here. There's Lucero. Or Lucero. Not sure which it is. That would fall under miscellaneous, I believe. Resistance to dexterity afflictions and initiative with items. And you are 1 round duration of beneficial effects and defense when disengaging. Keep what we got, because I don't even remember what we have. Now you guys come up here. Do these guys have... No, they don't have a vision radius. They do not care. That means we can steal stuff. Means you come up here. I need you to figure out... And he does care for some reason. Oh, can we have a spot where you are not being overlapped by something stupid, please? Yeah, that thing, I don't see a way around it. I think the only way we could get this stuff is if we killed that. Because we'd have to either bump into it walking this way because there's so many of them there. You know what? We're going to go down into the Halls of Echoes and see what we can do there. I'll worry about grabbing the rest of that stuff eventually. Whenever it makes sense. We just don't want to go into... I'm trying to remember the... You goddamn piece of shit. There we go. Yeah, we just don't want to go into the... I think it's called the Scriptorum.
Cadnua looked a bit like this. After Aethys rose.
Yeah, they do actually have awareness. That is the memory hoarder. Keep moving, you dumbasses. Okay, grab that. That's Helder's horn. That's the other thing that we wanted. Would murder my own mother for a single glass of Sako. Were she not already a century in the grave? That's kind of creepy. It says use the memory hoarder's organ. You probably want to be here. What is your radius? We'll just go there. Go up and around, dumbass. Yeah, let's go the longer path. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, so F5. Can she get out of there before she gets spotted? Yes. Tubes extend far out of sight. An oily sheen runs down the length of the metal. It looks like we want to do this. This creature towers before you. Its limbs, little more than intertwining strips of muscular tendrils, wriggle and pulse as the dozen faces shifting across its flesh gape and yawp.
Trespasser! Are you here to save us? You must be here to save us!
Your vision blurs slightly, but with a shake of your head, you throw off the weight of the creature's words.
You see, without dreaming.
What can I do to help you?
Release us! See without seeing. Seen. Silence, or be silenced! We see back. See you. See beneath you.
The horrors of Anguith truly know no bounds.
I sense neither a single consciousness, nor a multitude. More like a fog of midges.
Well, it sure don't look friendly.
I say we guide them to the light.
You have to help! We're trapped in here! You have seen what cannot be unseen!
Tell me what it is you want.
Please, please! Just give us back up! There is no salvation. Only plaintive cries attend this charnel pits. Dream forever, sleeper!
Okay, so we just have to kill it? It's only one level higher than us. So that means putting stuff... I don't know if it can move. Resistant to might, dexterity, resolve, and intellect. Immunity to interrupts. Befuddled by the forgotten. It's got faces of the past, which we don't know what that does. Think we try and beam it? Oh, we're in slog as well, so we can't actually get up there. So we're going to have to do something slightly longer range first. Boom. Yidwin, however, can get up here. Yes, you can. You are literally right next to it. There you go. It's not hobbled because it has resistance to that stuff, but it now takes arterial strike, which allows us to get there. Oh, and it's stunned. How did you get stunned? And I have a feeling these librarians are going to activate. I had to take just a wild freaking guess on this. Dash to there? Oh, wrong thing. Yeah, dash. Get some more of these going. Come on. And then dash back out. We didn't even do a quarter of its life. That's just how tanky this bugger is. Okay. So it's a big old boy. It's going to be putting on his big old diapers after it comes out of being stunned. Although I am surprised it can be stunned, because it has resistance to might afflictions. It should not be able to be stunned. But we do have 2 augmenteds on our side, at least. They're trying. They're slowed by this nonsense, too. Okay, so he is stunned. He's coming out of it. I mean, congratulations on getting on top of him, I guess? Marius, go ahead and do much the same. We're probably going to regret clumping up on him like this, but I don't see anything else that we could even be doing. Can I drop a Marius on you? I'm going to try. End of Bareth. Let's go for Friendo. Might as well bring more summons into this. Why wouldn't I? I mean, they do things. Hey, V, how's it going? I am over here about to probably get my butt whooped by this guy as soon as he finally gets a turn. I have a feeling that's what's going to happen here. I could be wrong, but there is a very real chance he's going to wreck my shit. How are things going for you? I can get up next to you, or I can fail at getting next to you even though you were making good progress. Do you just get confused? No, you don't get confused by that stuff. That's fine. But I think he is going to cause these guys to wake up, which is going to cause me pain. And we've only gotten a quarter of his life away. He's now just barely hurt. Okay, you just took a bunch of damage from that. That's cool. What are you doing? You are casting something. Call for aid. Okay. And we can't interrupt him is the thing that's going to suck here a lot as well. Let's not tentacle because we already have a summon up. Let's go for... He's weak versus piercing and corrode. Just came from the shops and put some stuff away. Shouldn't need to go anywhere for the rest of the weekend now. Awesome. I'm kind of the same way where I would love to get everything done so I don't have to go out and deal with people. Oh, especially around here. Other places, it wouldn't bother me as much, but here it's just like, I don't want to mess with people. Let's go ahead and have that focus down so we can kind of have a better chance of getting combust on him. Jyoti, there's not much you can do besides just summon another guy. And he will go there. And they are actually doing a little bit of work on him. He cannot be stunned. He only goes down to dazed. I don't know how we stunned him earlier. And try to get this on him. So that if he moves, we're going to cause him some struggle. And then we move away to there. There's his aid. 2 librarians. Lovely. I think we might send you to take out the librarians. Yeah. They're not going to do a lot to us, but they are definitely going to be irritating if we let them get too much going on. And no, we generally will not be able to penetrate his attack. Oh, can we? That was nowhere near what I clicked, but okay, game. We cannot knock him down. Okay. That's good to know. Taking out the librarians, then who's going to organize the shelves? These shelves have the memories of tormented souls in them. I think we'll be fine. Of course, it will be mayhem if I release all the souls. Oh, let's see. Spiritual ally. Belch. He was trying to release the something. What is that doing? I don't know what it just did. It stuns itself randomly, which is fine for me. Tormented souls is the poor librarians. Lock and confirm shelf tidy is the worst. Oh, it doesn't help that these librarians have no face. At least they're not supposed to. Some of them seem to, but they're not supposed to. Did you just get silenced? You are silenced. Heathens! Shoot the librarian. But yeah, working with the public in general sucks. I need more of my coffee. But yeah, today is probably going to be a 4 to 5 hour one. I want to try and get more first looks written up because we covered a ton of games. I should try to release at least 2 or 3 videos a week so we can get through them and then start doing the real deeper reviews. Deep learning on both those guys is gonna be a thing. Yidwin. Go ahead and start taking these guys out. Because there's nothing we can do for them besides just murder them all. What is the radius on this? There it is. Pretty decent. I can go up to here and do that as punishment to them all. It's going to be kind of late, but I think that's okay. Silenced by the librarians? I was silenced by the giant thing that ate the librarians, but yes. Silence in the library. Enforced by the multi-faced beast. And everybody just got terrified, so that canceled all of my spells, I think. Are you terrified? No. I think you are the only one that isn't, though. Hey, you're terrified. Dog's terrified. One of the flesh constructs is terrified. Yeah, everybody else is terrified. Except for Eldrin and Marius. Actually, is Marius? No, Marius is not. Yeah, Eldrin. These three right here are the only three that aren't terrified, besides NPCs. Terrified might as well be stunned. It robs you of your turn. Also, F you Twitch for playing ads and making you wait for a minute and messing up your comedic timing. Ah. Sorry about that. I didn't notice they were running. They've got 15 seconds, so we can wait on that. Bruh. Spell... Oh, you actually have abilities. You... Oh, you're not terrified, you're just frightened. Okay. Means you can't really do much, but you could take out a librarian or smack the memory hoarder. And we should be back from the ads. I need to set up a thing to alert me when the ads are so I can just pause the game. I can't like pause in cutscenes or anything like that, and I don't want a big thing on screen, but I can just pause the game and recording and go like that. As long as he doesn't get a chance to pull in more allies, we might actually be able to save some of the librarians. Those two can get stunned. We told the librarians to shut up. You had to wait a minute to post it. She's almost dead, I just realized. Can you cast that on her? A graze for 59. You're still kind of not great there. Aloth, what do you want to do? I think we go for... Do you have anything on you? I don't know. You don't really have any buffs on you that I can strip. You're just big and tanky. Because that's how you roll. I think we just do that again. Yeah, I hate Terrified so much. It robs you of an entire turn and causes you to move away. It is worse than Stun. There's Yidwin's Terrified off. Spectral Phantoms Terrified is gone. Memory Harvester, what are you thinking of doing? Please just distract yourself. Nope, he's setting up more pain. That is such bullshit. Oh, for God's sake. Eater. Get your graze going. Then get over here to get in that guy's business. Jyoti. Get over here and get you to do an AoE heal. That at least gets us off of death's door. They don't even always move away is another thing that's really funky about that Terrified thing. Boom, there's a second one on you. They're doing damage. It's just not as much as I would hope. And yeah, all we're doing is getting grazes there. It's because he's higher level and has fairly decent defense. I say fairly decent. It's not god tier. Okay, so you... deal with that. Marius, Bitey Bite. It's gonna do it again, isn't it? It seems to be fairly random where it hits, but such large AoE that it doesn't even matter. And I think if we kill this librarian, he's going to try and pull the other ones in. That phantom has gotten to do fuck all, because it keeps not having turns. Same for the flesh construct. Do we ever get an actual turn? Probably not. Oh, nope. Spiritual ally has a turn. At least they get a little bit higher initiative. But yeah, have you played this, V? I don't know if this is in your Belloc. Let's go ahead and get that going. Steal identity. Have you played Pillars of Eternity before? Well, here it comes again. Oh, nope, he stunned himself this time. So we should be able to get a turn now. Jyoti does not have a turn until she's no longer terrified, but Yidwin can get a little closer. Eldrin, you still have a turn that you can do stuff on. And you're up here, you're able to heal stuff while you're here. Oh no, he's still able to terrify us while he's... Oh, you fucking prick. Yeah, I'm hating this just massive AoE that hits everybody. It is actually feeling kind of bullshit. I was like, oh, cool, this is going to be a fun boss design. It's going to be messing with a few, like, mines. It's going to do a thing where it calls in allies. It's going to do various... But the fact that it's terrifying, my entire party is making it just not fun. It's like playing against a blue deck, which is not enjoyable. It's just all counter spells and unsummons, as opposed to, you know, letting me actually play my damn characters. Okay, there's another 100 damage. Jyoti, go ahead and... I think we do Wail on you. And we do our self-heal. Why did you stop casting Wail? Do Wail. And you stabby stab. Not doing the damage I had hoped for, but it's better than a sharp stick in the eye. Not a massive fan of the classic style of CRPGs. Been meaning to give some of the more modern takes a try. You started Divinity Original Sin a few times, but not gotten around to properly going through them. Yeah, this is the only Pillars with a turn-based combat system. I much prefer turn-based over real-time with pause. I will be doing Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 with Gablin after we get through Divinity 2. And then, yeah, that'll probably be... Well, we have some other real-time with pause that I'll probably do, but most of the stuff I'm going to be covering is going to end up being turn-based in the end. I think people realize this is just more fun. We're about to have lasers in a turn. Although I'm not sure how much we're going to actually be able to use them. Spiritual ally, heal her if you can get over there. Yep. Go. Librarian is almost dead as well, which means that it's probably going to summon some stuff. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, it stunned itself. Yes. Go ahead and just double attack. A day at the zoo. Sweet, we got another achievement. As you can tell, I hadn't ever done these before. Oh. We still have you alive, librarian. Kill him! You can do it! Aw, you couldn't quite reach him. This one might be able to. There you go. We need to offer the correct memory to something.
The entity collapses in a pile of wrinkled flesh and gaping maws, expiring with an expulsion of fetid breath from deep within. Essence flows around you, and a voice echoes at the edge of hearing.
Truly? That's the Titan's key? But it's preposterous!
Within the flow of souls, you find the gem-like sparkle of something precious. Something core to the creature. Or to something consumed by the creature. It slips into you. With sudden clarity, you see a vast orifice blooming open. Blood-slick tendrils unfurling from its depths. Stairs rise from within Wal's titanic body, called by a specific memory pulsing within. Sacrifice to a machine set among shelves of innumerable books.
That's me at the end of every day, V.
The vision fades, leaving you shaken. You now know exactly how to operate the Trefine in the scriptorium. The very memory that it requires.
We have to have high resolve to say, seen worse.
Your voice echoes in the darkness.
Reminds me of a wedding I went to once.
That's what I was gonna say.
What foul magic creates a creature like that?
He lost the only one having any level of reasonable reaction to this. Oh, Lord Almighty. Why is that trying to scroll up? We are running into so many weird bugs. I will take it and look at it in my inventory, because I have a feeling it's trying to scroll up somewhere, and it is not here. Yeah, we can scroll down here. Excise from the writhing mass of tentacles. Okay, so it is +3 Arcana, and a chance to apply Terrified with melee. That actually, the Terrified aspect might be better for her. Yeah, I think that's good. And missile gloves. Launch missiles. Not gonna use it. Max in power points and grants Veiling Hood. We already looked at that one. And he just didn't get turns, so there was nothing we could do. Okay, is there anything down here? I don't think there is. Oh, there might be a room down here. There is a room down here. Okay, so that's to the scriptorum. So we will save before we do this. You stand at a nexus, the origin point of many speaking tubes which snake their way through the collections. Its shape evokes that of a musical instrument. A foul-smelling wind periodically gusts out of the instrument's many apertures. As you draw close, a rattling sound works its way down the stalk of tubes, like the clearing of an old and rusted throat. Inspect the instrument. Something in the body of this nexus amplifies the speaker's voice and carries it to every corner of collections. If only you could mount this on the ship, the whole of Deadfire would be your stage. Aha, because we're a chanter. Reach down into the mouth of the instrument. The lip is caked with years of accumulated spittle from a perpetually screaming, dirty mouth. You keep reaching until you're elbow deep.
So why do I try so hard at keeping you alive if you're just going to go sticking your arm down whatever that is?
This is licking the spider, by the way.
Whatever you find down there, I hope it justifies risking a limb.
Your fingers brush the surface of a warm puddle. Reach in. Plunge your hand in the puddle as you search around the thick accumulation of goop. The liquid gathers around your hand with a gentle but insistent tug. Got an egg. Liquid clutches you by the wrist and forces an object into your palm. Something about the eagerness of the gesture makes your skin crawl.
Absolutely worth the risk. Certainly.
It's a Easter egg. That's, Well, we're doing Lengraths, because that is the merciful option. After an extended pause, you hear a chorus of agonized screams fill the halls of the collections. It cuts off swiftly, and silence reigns anew. Yeah, I'm going to finish these guys off. It's merciful. It's all we really need to do. And they're stunned on their opening turn anyway. At least that one is. But yeah, they would have come into the battle anyway. So we might as well just nuke them now. Oh, they're stunned until you attack them. And these guys won't fight them. Unless they're aggressive. Okay, I get it. It's kind of neat. And yeah, they're just whatever. Is it worth it? Probably not. Let's see what they actually have to drop. I think it's a couple superb items. Yeah, it's superb items, so they're worth a pretty penny. That's 2,400 there. 24. So it's going to be worth. These are going to be worth more than normal superb things. So yeah, we do actually want to kill these guys. That'll get us enough money to wander around to our heart's content until the end of the game. So the way I think we want to do it is that. That should kill them off. Oh, never mind. I keep forgetting that gets cut short. Yeah, his spell gets cut short. Because I'm a dumbass and forgot that. Can you just go... Can you go next to him somewhere? Thank you. Yeah, it's hard to tell where I can actually stand. We got him terrified. He can't do anything. Don't kill her. Definitely don't die in the process, my dude. We might need to actually take a rest because he's got accuracy and actually though neither of those are terrible. That is oddly enough fine. Okay, so we will go with the minute pointy meteor things. That doesn't hit them. Okay. And bloop. And one more bloop. They're not even getting a turn. It's fine. I think that's all of them down here. It is. So now we need to check in on all the different rooms. Do I take another rest? I mean, I could. I don't know if we're going to have a big fight at the end, so I might want to, so we don't permanently lose Aloth. And everything died. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the rest. Shark soups. How are we doing on shark soups? We have 17 of them. Immunity to Constitution, Dexterity, and Might. We don't have immunity to mental ones, unfortunately, with that, but... Craft, Food Incredible, Ohara Wraps, or Crusted Swordfish. I don't think we care about either of those. The only other one we'd want is Captain's Banquet, and we need the Luminous Lobsters and Oysters for that. Now to loot all their bodies. I wonder if that killed any of the librarians. It did not. But we can now loot them. Not that they're worth a lot, but... Every Laguveth should be addended. So it does not kill the librarians. That's unfortunate. And that killed a bunch of Roparus. Like, it's more than one. And it's more than the, like, handful that we've seen in here. I do find it interesting as well. I think, oh, it killed it. That's where all the Roparu were. But I do find it extremely interesting that each of their rooms kind of reflects on what kind of thing that those particular people would have been expecting. So, for example, you don't have... Yeah, Inequality Fatigue Project. This is Valiant Merchants Ethical Erosion Study. And did we want anything from that other one? Not really. And I think once we go up to the main floor, everything in here will be dead. Then we do the spider. Then we go to the... above the collections. Deal with that. I'm trying to be thorough on this part because this is not an easy area, so it feels like it should be endgame stuff. We haven't even been to the Fiery Maw yet. Redacted Cutthroat. How many died to that? Okay, so a lot of things died. We probably have a few Vithrak in here. But they're going to be a lot easier whenever there's no support for them. What are you? Besides, kind of creepy. One CRPG you did finish with Shadowrun Returns. I usually categorize that more as a just general tactical game, but yeah. Does kind of... It has an energy similar to this. It's just story is a little bit less freeform. It's pretty much the only difference. This and the Divinity series are closer together than this and Pillars 1, in my opinion. Especially if you go turn-based. And yeah, close enough. You do get the stats and the RPG elements to an extent. You just don't get the, like, overwhelming open world stuff. It's kind of like the difference between playing... I'm trying to think of a good example. Difference between playing Skyrim and playing... would be a good example in comparison to that. But Skyrim has a lot of like side quests and stuff like that that you can do, whereas some other first-person medieval games might just do less quests and more just here's the story, explore it. And I actually do like just here's the story, explore it a lot. It's one reason why, as far as like reviews to go back to play old games that I've covered, Shadowrun is on the list. I like the Shadowrun trilogy. Less involved than, say, Baldur's Gate, yeah. Takes, like, compared to, like, even Baldur's Gate 1, it takes probably a fifth of the time to cover, and you still get a good story out of it. I like the Shadowrun trilogy, and I think that Harebrained Schemes did a good job on that and on Battletech. But I would love to see their take on some other franchises as well. You Eldrin, go for Drake. This might do stuff to us. I don't know if it does. I don't know if it even counts. Like, if we kill all these enemies, does it still count as an enemy? You need to get back to Battletech one of these days. I enjoyed it a lot. I ended up kind of towards the end getting a little bit of burnout on it, but that happens with a lot of games. And Battletech is a pretty long one, so generally speaking, if I'm not streaming it, for some reason streaming it keeps me from burning out because I can talk to people while I'm playing it. Whereas if I'm just recording it straight, I end up having the issue of my brain just goes into like this weird fog. Let's go with you. I do find it kind of creepy that the lights are coming from the dog's chin. Don't think it's supposed to be that way. Oh, the Vithrak Brute has the... That irritates me, actually. Let's go for a medium on you guys. Streaming does help you power through some games. You've only finished the original Sniper Elite on stream. Back in the day, it was just too frustrating. Yeah, and being able to just step back and go like, hey, chat, how you doing? Helps pull you out of the this is frustrating the shit out of me moments in the brain. At least it does for me. So we go after the Warden. Who is oddly tanky right now. Missed with a silent scream. Little bit of fire in your face. That might kill the Warden at the start of their turn. I don't think I want to give them the opportunity to test me there. So I think we just drop this. Marius, go after the organ. Oh, you're just completely immune to... piercing and slashing, I forgot. Oh, go for a shriek on them. Aloth. Go ahead and get the brute. Eater, go ahead and come over here and bash the organ. That sounded wrong, and I apologize. I did not intend it to sound that way. It's literally called the mouth of the organ. I did not intend it to sound like I was talking about bashing the organ. Hey, Daladon, how's it going? We've murdered a bunch of people. We can't directly attack him, though, because I think he still has that buff on him. No, he doesn't. We shouldn't retaliate against all of us. See if silent screen actually works. Yay! Stunned him! So we can do what we need to do to just murder his face. I will go with... Touch a Whale. Actually, that is... Hand of Whale and Woe. You have 30 minutes before DMing. Just need to get your quality stream in. I mean, it's okay if I'm on a monitor with somebody else. I wouldn't necessarily call this quality. But hopefully the session goes well. Did you... Are you going to be introducing the potential new players today, or have you decided... Or are they still kind of like in the wings, is what I'm trying to get at. Makes me think of how mouth organ is one of the nicknames for harmonica. Yup. And it's not a name for harmonica that I like, but... Ugh. Okay, so that guy is going down fairly nicely now. He's not so much of a brute when he's stunned. Yeah, hopefully the DMing goes well. I have an extra week to set up things for the Lancer campaign. I'm going to be doing some of that this week, which is going to pull me off of writing and stuff like that, but I'm going to probably need to make 2 maps for it. Nobody replied so far, which is a shame. The ones you want to bring in is a pirate crew, but since you only got the cancel yesterday morning, you haven't heard from them yet. Understandable. But yeah, generally the Lancer is going to be every week, so I need to work that into my schedule as well, which is a challenge and a half. Oh, they're not dead. The beasts up here are not dead. Hi. Shimmering Dream Beast. It's got Shimmer Step. So just plop it. And Yidwin. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, we've got a pet in there. Yeah, this is 100% worth going in here for. As much as I'm not using the other pets, I do still want to get them. Oh, magic missiles! Eldrin, can you stun him? Can you stun him from this side? So he doesn't go shooting further in? Yes, you can. But yeah, I just need to make 2 maps. I already have, as far as the plans for this season, I don't know how long it's going to take them to go through it. I already have a plan for the arc for it, which is checking if I am going to do something that I never do. I'm going to actually Alt-Tab. I'm going to click on a button. I'm going to refresh that. I'm going to click on that button again. Okay. They're not in here. None of my players are in here. I refreshed that to check on that very specific thing. I actually have most of this season's story, at least if they play how I think they're going to play, planned out. The maps I don't have done, and some of the assets I don't have done, like the tokens. But it's an ethical question season if they go that way. Otherwise, there's two other paths that I have sort of planned out, but the main one I already have cleared. But simply put, they've already encountered a hint as to what's going on, in that they've already crashed. They don't know why they crashed. He's out of range of it. Why didn't he just take one step to the side? I don't know. But yeah. It's basically in the Lancer universe. Aliens and stuff don't really exist. Like, actively exist, that is. They are instead something more akin to, oh, we encountered them and exterminated them kind of situations, if that makes sense. You have the situation of, they're called NHPs, non-human persons. In most of the universe, that just refers to giant intelligent robots. But it also refers to aliens, and I'm going to have them encounter the aliens. Last season was focused in on mostly a specific cult, and one of the characters kind of stepped up as the other primary story, his path through nanotechnology and stuff like that. This one has a separate group that he could latch onto for his character's progress, but the main story is built around one person's character as well, which is the business lady she's the inheritor to a large fortune, and she was sent here, well, not inheritor to a large fortune. She is the child of a family that runs a prominent mining and shipping company, and they're just big industrial company. But she was sent here after her success in the last one. Two of the players, one of them's new, one of them made a new character that I was kind of hoping would have gone with their old character, because that would have added another dynamic to it. But instead they went the route of an adversary, which is just yay on my brain. They went with an adversary to the person that I built this entire kind of like arc around, which makes me very happy, because I'm curious if they're going to side on different sides of things, which could make it interesting to DM for. And also, they are subject number 1. Like, they are suspect number 1, sorry. As far as who sabotaged, but they're not the ones who did it. And I don't think the players are going to figure out who did it. Oh, they're all afraid. I like that they actually did that. I'm trying to think of how to say things without spoiling it too much in case they watch the VODs. I don't want to reveal secrets, is the thing. Because there are things that I want the couple that would watch my stream, I wouldn't want them to know. Slender Jim. Did the devs just make an in-universe Slim Jim item for a joke? Yes, probably. Let's go look. Slend. 5% damage from area of effect attacks, so AoEs that we have would do something more, and defense against AoEs. Yes, they made a Slim Jim pet. Can tell you another time when it's passed. Yeah. I am not the world's best DM, but I enjoy coming up with the stories for them to work through. These are probably going to kill us. Climate Endurance Project. Rathan Snow Bears. There is a Rime-bound Rathan. I think that's going to be a fight as well. Check on them in a minute. There's Enclosure's lift access key. Do I want to fight them is the question. Is there anything worth grabbing in there? These are actually tough. Auntie. They have had pretty much every relative of a bear be that. That has been mother, father, aunt, and I think like brother or something like that. And they're weak versus fire. So Jyoti. Blech. Idwin. We just terrified a bear. That is going to be brutal because she's probably going to be critting a lot. Okay, that can go in like so. And that should hit the two of them. And if we can set up a wall of characters there, that'll be good. Think that keeps them in range? Yes. Decent damage. Marius, come in here, get there. We're basically trying to set up a wall so they stay close to the meteor. Yeah, those three should die. This guy's might get stuck in range to die. Ha ha. Okay, so Snow Bear and Auntie's gonna come up and slap them, probably. Yep. Ouch! That's why we don't like Auntie. Not that we can't handle them, it's just not pleasant to be essentially just smacked in the face. Bonk. And then we just come up and stack on top of them. That bear down there is on fire and will probably die from the fire. So I'm having most of the characters focus over here. Yeah, these fights, not scary, and we don't get XP for them because I think we already have all the journal entries for them. What I was curious about is what's in here. It's probably not worth it. Nope, we got Whispers from the Depths, so it is worth it. It's a tentacle ring. Would you like a tentacle ring? Grant Slowly Madness Comes, which is probably a once per day. No. Start with 20 will, minus 1 will per round. Wearer gains a substantial bonus to will at the start of combat, but slowly loses will over time. It's Slow Madness. And 30% chance on scoring kill to gain acute for a round, which is an intellect inspiration. I'm probably not going to use that, but hey. It's at least interesting. We've gathered so many unique items. Although right now, I think we are sitting on a fairly big pile of stuff to be sold. Yeah, all the sentient Kith got killed. Wizard habitat, name Bakarna, infraction, prohibited revelation, hazardous inquiry. Yeah, this is Bakarna. What? Rescuer Down Under. I want to see what Steam says that achievement is for. Open all the cages and collections. Okay, so we've opened all of them in here. This one is Assorted Valiant Crew Mutiny Project. I've never in all my years among the number asked a single thing of... Oh, this is of the circle. This is probably not that kind of accent. One would think that vanishing of an Archmage would merit their attention. But then when was the last time anyone spoke with Sitzel? I mean, touche. I don't even know who Sitzel is. So it says I opened all the cages. We got another cage. And what are you? What are those? Fermentation Project Arcane Redirection Study. So the only ones that didn't want to fight were these. That is everything in here collected. I wonder what would have happened. I don't think this place would have been accessible before. It doesn't strike me as a place that would have been accessible prior to turning in Bakarna's Folly. Because we literally just ran into the wizard that was part of a quest we did several sessions ago. Go to the Vithrak commune. I wonder if we can turn the we could have turned the Vithrak to our side or something by coming up here first. If it turns out to be that, I'm gonna feel a little bit bad. Not a lot bad though. Map-wise, this is also a fairly decent-sized map. This whole area is a lot more than I thought it would be. Okay, so we have one Vithrak there. Plunk it a few times. Hello, brute. Please get feared. Nope. Got a quarter of your life, though, and you are hobbled. And we will wail on you. An Eater, since we only have the one guy to fight, gets to use up his stuns for as much as he would like. That should allow us to pretty much just be dicks to this guy. Because he'll never get off his retaliatory nonsense. No one understands me when I say I like to paint peas in a cage. I don't know what is so hard about it. I'm a trapped pea artist. I'm a trapped peas artist. Thank you, Daladon. Now, what you're going to need to do is it wouldn't work with frozen peas or even fresh peas because they would thaw out. But get some beads about the size of peas and paint your character faces on them. And use those as the minis. And then tell that joke whenever people ask why you're using little round figures. You will get reactions, I guarantee it. We're just here beating up a brute that is now no longer stunned. Moon spider. Oh, who cares about the moon spiderling? What was that? Corona of the Soul crits. Did we really trigger that? Well, I'll be damned. It just triggers later than I thought it would. There you go. Oh, and we got experience for that. Come on, moon spiderling. Ow. All it does is bite. Groaning for sure. Tell them you really like The Simpsons. Guys, Matt groaning. And Pillar of Faith is not going to do anything. Blip. That is. Oh, and we got another one. Where are they coming from? Marius, go deal with that one. I think they're coming from these. Okay, don't break those. Jesus. They can't even be stunned. These are the spiders from Pathfinder all over again. I hated those. Have a good one, Daladon. And I will see you later. Hope your session goes well. Okay, Eater. God, these are terrible. Diminishing numbers. I have a feeling it becomes weaker the more I bash into it. God, I hate those. Note to self, don't break the egg sacs. I thought these were coming from them, but no. Aloth, go ahead and do this number. And as far as spells go, kill it with fire seems like a good plan. And Eater, can you actually get this guy down here, actually? Okay, note to self, do not break those. Life will suck. Ooh, bleh. Bleh. Just bleh. Gross. That is Sisak's nest. Wait a minute. Don't we recognize the name Sisak from something? Nope. I guess we don't. Access the body of will. I must submit memory I found in the collections to the Trephine in the Scriptorum. This is that, whatchamacallit, the horn. We can go do that anytime we want. We just have to finish all this stuff off first. Okay, so that's a Vithrak Brute.
Oh, clumsy kith feet disturb the web. Capture the interlopers.
A tall, spindly Vithrak stands before you. Its carapace is dull and gray, but the figure is no less menacing for its advanced age.
A free kithling stalks the nest, thoughtlessly killing Sisak's clutch. What is this one's purpose? Sisak asks.
We would need to be a cipher to do that one. I'm just exploring.
The kith is a meal escaped from the hoarder's nest. This one should have thought as much. Tender, juicy intruder cannot leave. Sisak must end its trespass. The contract says.
There is no reason this has to end in violence.
The kith seems confused. Sisak will humor it. The sightless eye watches over Sisak's clutch, loves Sisak's clutch, gives this one fruitful layings and sweetest, juiciest morsels to eat. In exchange, Sisak kills the kith intruders. But soon, Sisak's clutch will leave. This one needs only wait until the hoarder is grown thick and strong and screaming. Sisak's progenitor even signed stupid, flimsy kith paper that says so.
This stupid, flimsy paper?
The kith waves about the dead beast skin with much enthusiasm. Let Sisak read it, yes. The undersigned and all successive generations thereof do solemnly agree to protect this sanctum in perpetuity. But Sisak gets to leave. This one's progenitor told him, promised him they only need wait a few more generations. This stupid paper says we must stay? No!
This ain't right, Watcher. There's something we can do to help?
Unfortunately, we don't know any of these. Well, hope that helped.
This one's clutch will no longer trouble the kith.
Oh, and we got Third Eye, which is just an amulet. Hits converted crits with spells, gives us some insight.
Sisak is grateful to the interloper for showing his clutch the true reading. Maybe they are not so smelly after all.
Yay! We have one peaceful encounter in here. But we do want to try and steal things. We have a peaceful encounter. Let's steal your shit. Go there. This would not have been actually a terrible fight. I think we could have just, like, nuked half of them and then dealt with the rest of it. And you do not have a good way to get to there. That might be slightly out of their circle. Nope. That will be. We can get this. I don't know if we can ever get that. I would like to, but I don't think it's feasible. I don't think we can run that far, and I think we'd still end up at the issue of bumping into the spider. This place cannot Wales will. This place cannot be Wales will. This place cannot be Wales will. No, it doesn't even have anything good in it. I have stolen all your stuff. And you didn't even notice. Now, the question is, will we have to fight the other ones in here? Or will he have passed on the note that we are not to be, you know, messed with? We're probably about to find out, because I think there's going to be enemies to the left of here. Okay, so
Well, it ain't like they're using it.
Robes of Wake. It is a robe. These silk robes include sorceress runes subtly hemmed into the silver thread, lending the garment's edge shimmering lines and mystic wards in equal measure. The golden accents bear further sigils of protection and obfuscation. So crits become hits, hits become grazes, and grazes become misses. It's got better armor rating. Yeah, we'll take it. Greater protection's not bad. Yeah, confiscated weapons. We got another note. Remember yourself, Fionn-Clegg. I can never remember how that's actually pronounced. Fionn-Lay. Remember your efforts for the Hand Occult. Remember their betrayal. What did you discover? What was one secret too many? Every secret is a secret too many for Whale. We all know this. As far as robes, I think we might try this on her. Well. And we got memory material. When taking damage, gain 1 armor rating against that damage type for 1 round. Removes the other bonuses. So basically, extra armor rating against whatever attacks are coming in you. Empower 5 abilities. Okay. Do you have 5 empowers? Go for... Can only do minor intercession in battle. That's 2. These are counting, right? Yes, they are. Haha. Okay, that's 3 empowers on you. So 1 rest and we'll be able to get the other one on there. Might be worth it just to take it as soon as we get an injury. Wonder if it only counts for things empowered by her. Get up here. We found another trap, I believe. No, we found a hidden object. Entrancing days. Newcomers to collections have been sleeping fitfully on account of the persistent screaming. Our colleagues in the archives have offered a pleasant concoction ground up with a mold they found tucked among the scrolls. Never slept better, but the screams of our patron fail to wake us. Might we not simply sleep forever? The recipe is drawn out with simple illustrations. Even an imp could read it. Where we're going, we don't need robes. Back to the Future on medieval loots. Okay. Loots. I have a feeling that's not a normal trap. These eggs quiver slightly as you draw near. Do I make the joke? Only people who have watched Critical Role will get the shiver and quiff. Shiver and quiffed joke. It's shiver and quake, I think is what he was originally trying to say. Is this worth trying to steal from? No. No on that. And that one actually is worth for the palm slats. Get that gone. That was close enough. Okay. I really am surprised. Oh, we can loot from there as well. Yoink. Oh, lovely, lovely traps. We can sell them for a lot of money. Faint echo of a protracted wail cries from below. That is everything here. I do think it's kind of neat that we can see that down there on the map. But other than that, we need to go to the sub-levels because we've done everything else. I still don't know what the little giant evil winged dragony with a demon head thing was. That one made 0 sense to me. And have we opened all of them down here? Yes. So the last place to go is into the place with, whatchamacallits, the scriptorium. There we go. And burn that horn to unlock the last little bit of it. This area has been a 2-session long thing. That is as long as some games we've covered. There's been enough to do here. 2 games worth of streams. I think Frameland took, what, 12 hours or something total? Something like that? That would be about 2 streams, and now that one is open.
Why are my hands so clammy?
You're one to talk. For me, it was always about Maura. The fringe benefits were secondary, at best.
Yet the deeper we delve into the Hall's obscured, the more your motives unravel. Tane, I believe you were about to call me irresponsible, or was it greedy? Remind me.
I came here to pull Maura, our friend, out of a bad situation. At first, I assumed that you had showed up for the same reason, but I won't make that mistake again.
I'm gonna adjust the microphone and my chair real quick. I shift around a lot while streaming.
Now I know better. You're just as petty and self-interested as anyone in the circle.
Your sudden sanctimony is curious. Maura's dead, and with her your reason for being here. Unless rescuing Maura was never your goal. Perhaps your motives and hers are more closely aligned than you led me and the Watcher to believe.
Apologies, Watcher. These are circle problems, and they'll be kept between circle wizards for the moment.
Let's set aside the question of Maura for now. A larger problem looms. We cannot allow Wel's Titan body to live. It's simply too dangerous a temptation. We must destroy it.
The only thing you'd be destroying is opportunity. Did it never occur to you that maybe Wal wanted his body to be found so that it could help those of us with the imagination to use it? As cruel as this sanctum can be, I have a soft spot for that old bucket of eyeballs. I wouldn't want to disappoint our host by leaving empty-handed.
This would be a lot easier if you two weren't at each other's throats.
Be grateful you've only us to contend with and not the entire circle. Calicoth would have reduced this place to smoldering rubble hours ago.
And I'd bet good money on you taking her down.
Don't let Tane manipulate you to further his own impulsive, foolishly optimistic ends.
Foolish optimism has never failed me in the past. At least my plan keeps things interesting.
My plan keeps us alive. Find me later. There's something I'd like to discuss with you outside of a certain someone's earshot.
We'll talk. Question is, what do they want to actually discuss? Actually need to take out Chornu as well. But Tane may be disappointed. Okay, I must submit the memory I found in the collections to the Trephine in the Scriptorum. What is the Trephine? To that thing, okay.
I don't know how her dragons have the patience.
Are you still angry at Lengrath?
Oh, you're still here. Len and I have our disagreements from time to time. I guess that's to be expected wherever the circle is concerned. Hey, you've done some good work by us. Kept yourself busy. Don't you worry about Len. We'll have our differences sorted out in no time, and we'll be the best of pals. That's a guarantee from Tane. You know, I thought I heard a prolonged shriek of mortal agony follow in your wake. All this obsession over death has caused you to fray at the seams. Better keep an eye on that. Here, coins for the killer. Isn't that how you mercenaries like it?
Prisoners were dead in all but name. I gave them peace.
You did what you did. The world is a little quieter now. I just think it's sad.
The Hand Occult manages the Hall's Obscured, correct?
I'd be surprised if most of the Hand even knows that this place exists. They want the world to think they write travel guides and circulate pamphlets of local history. It gets shady when you read past the margins. Things don't always add up. Not even the Hand could tell you which facts they edited for convenience's sake, which ones they spelled out, and which ones they spelled wrong. And this could be where it all happens.
Let's see. What's the hand? How do we separate fact from hand's version of fact?
That is a head scratcher. I suppose the solution is to be skeptical. You have to ask yourself, how much do you trust anything in a book? Does a story become more true because someone paused to write it down? I should really charge for discourse this engaging.
If we're to be indulging outsized egos, I'd rather listen to Isilmir's prattle.
Oh, Lord. I would have loved that to be Isilmir dissing Aloth, though. Have her say that she'd rather listen to Aloth's prattle. But yeah, still. Oh, what's the hand's objective?
If they ever had one, you can bet they've changed it a dozen times over the years. Anyone who wants to control information on that scale wants to engineer society. Whatever they plan on doing with that power, you can bet they'll lose control over it in the end. You don't keep something like a society constrained to just one vision.
Consulate, any experience with the hand occult?
Amateurs. Time and again, their agents showed up at my doorstep and wormed their way into my confidence, hoping to sabotage my research. I sent them home with bags of their own teeth, as a parting reminder that my time is precious and my patience thin.
And now you're ahead in my bag. If anyone is just dropping in, he is literally a lich that we've decapitated twice and stuck in our bag.
Some speak of the Hand Occult as hyper-competent masters of four-dimensional Hazatoa, when they know of them at all. In truth, the Hand's operations are haphazard and ill-executed. We know they exist because they inevitably leave evidence of their work wherever they go. That they succeed in spite of themselves is hardly evidence of the Hand's competence.
Ask away. You know me,
I'm led to understand you've sent those poor souls in the collections on to their next lives. Tain's intention to send them into the world stuffed with memories not their own was cruel and dangerous. You've done a merciful thing. I hope you'll sleep well knowing that.
What were you and Tain arguing about before I walked in?
You saw me arguing with Tain. You should know why. We found a curious document while investigating the scriptorium. Its meaning isn't entirely clear to us, but it appears to detail a device instrumental in the creation of Wal's Titan form. The device likely still rests within the Titan.
Is that possible?
To grow a god Titan? I don't see why not. They had to have been made somehow, unless they were birthed from the Earth itself. Now there's an unsettling thought. Tain believes the artifact is too powerful to remain under Wal's care. And in that we're agreed. But Tain's never met an exciting new toy he didn't want all to himself.
Nod thoughtfully.
We can't let this fall into unscrupulous hands. If you find it, give it to me. I would keep it safe. Will you seek it?
What will you do with this thing if I get it for you?
Treat it with the utmost care, of course. With the combined knowledge of my predecessors, the danger to myself or others should be minimal.
No Archmage should have access to this kind of power, Lingreth. Not even you.
The safety of Aora is my primary concern. You know this. Here's the document I spoke of.
Okay, the God Seed. Okay, pages of dazzlingly complex arcane diagrams depict an intricate device of copper and stone inlaid with layers of enchantment. Some assembly required.
There's a diagram of the device on the scroll. It appears to be comprised of 3 discrete pieces. You'll need to find each of them.
Why not just keep it in 3 pieces or destroy one of the 3 pieces? We wouldn't want it to be tainted. Everybody's got the bad puns today. I like it. Yes, I do appreciate bad puns. I'll throw the horn into the flames. Womp, womp, womp. Is it lootable? It is a lootable. Let's see what it's got. It has a small shield. 5 deflection grants enlarged shield. Only lasts 1 round. The wielder overcharges the focus, increasing the radius of the shield and granting a deflection bonus to other nearby allies. It looks like it's just a AoE shield. That's varied. Greater channeled shield. Gain 10 deflection for 3 rounds. Lasting channeled shield. Gain 5 deflection until the end of combat. Yeah, it's not that impressive. And it's just got a flail in there. So that's another achievement gotten. Do you wonder how many people even just skip over this place? Yeah, 4.3% of people have done this one. I think that's less than have beaten the game. Currently, let's reach Nekataka. So it's in reverse order. Yeah, confront Aethys is the end of the beginning. 17.8% of people have beaten the game. 4-point-something% have done this. Means you're stock and trade. Haha. Same here. Oh, let's see if I can remember it. This is the US-centric joke, but... Oh. Yeah. Why is Minnesota and New York opposites? Because New York has the Big Apple, and it's not Minnesota, is it? It's Missouri. No, it's Minnesota. Minneapolis. Man, I totally butchered that one. Sorry, my brain is fried right now. And not because of anything that would be good for that. It's just fried because I'm tired. Picture the key you receive from the memory hoarder in your mind's eye. Sacrifice the knowledge of how to use... Actually. Sacrifice a memory. Sacrifice the knowledge of how to use this machine. Big Apple, Mini Apple. Yep. I have it written down because stupid puns like that,
Well,
I will literally
that's
write them
not
down.
unsettling.
How novel.
I would join you down there, but I've got this fear of being digested. You understand.
They don't seem to, like, care at all.
Greetings, visitor. Welcome back to the scriptorium. How else might I help you?
She still sounds like the
Watcher,
narrator
if I might
from...
have your ear a moment.
You don't have anything else to
The
say.
path into the Titan body is open, but we don't know for how long. You should hurry, lest Well turns their many eyes on us and decides they don't like what they see.
You know anything about this place?
I should love to know Wow's original intent for this place. An expansive temple to forbidden knowledge. Seems rather circular, doesn't it?
This place is a riddle. Knowing what I do of WoW, perhaps it frames its own answer.
I'm curious about you.
Let's sate your curiosity then.
What does it mean to be Lengrath?
To be many within a single vessel. We, are the distillation of generations. Each successive Lengrath reinvigorates the whole and saves us from festering. When I turn my gaze inward, when I look upon the past, I do so through my predecessor's eyes. When any Lengrath dies, that person ceases to be, as it is when any Kith's life ends. Yet Lengrath endures, now and always. But I told you this once before, when we met at Morheck Ian. Perhaps Bareth stole that memory from you.
The self is little more than an amalgamation of memory and feeling that informs the disposition of the soul. It doesn't alone define it. Given that understanding, I suppose what she describes is not entirely impossible.
But how can memories remain if the soul continues to the wheel?
And yeah, it is kind of like a good example would be the Dax character from Star Trek. Are they called the Trills in that, or am I thinking of something else? Is it the... I'd have to look it up to make sure. For some reason, my brain is probably thinking of Tribbles instead. Yeah, joined Trill. But I get all the names of the different kind of side races, I guess, or side species in Star Trek mixed up. You have the main ones like Cardassians, Romulans, Ferengi, stuff like that. But once you start getting into like the Trill, Bajorans sort of are a side one, but they were kind of integral to Deep Space Nine. Whenever you get the ones that are not integral to the main plot of a Star Trek, it starts to get a little wishy-washy in my brain. I'd like to know what you think of a few other Archmages.
Ask. I might even tell you the truth.
What do you think of Council Hot?
It gladdens my heart to see he's finally found his proper place in the natural order. As your pet.
Enjoy your delusions, parasite. The Watcher would not hesitate to strike off your head if it served his interests in some mediocre capacity.
Consul Hot's reprehensible antics give responsible wizards a bad name.
Surely you have thoughts on
The
Arkham
definition of a snake. One wonders what cold-blooded malfeasance he perpetrated upon the Huana, that they allowed him to build a castle in the heart of their greatest city.
What about Tane?
He's exhausting and exasperating, but smarter than he seems. He is an archmage, after all. Still, he's probably the dumbest of us.
The shade. How do you feel about Mara?
Her ambition has always outstretched her ability. It's fitting in a way that it's what finally killed her. After visiting this place, I wonder if she truly developed the summoning magic bearing her name, or if Wal gifted her it. Let's sate your curiosity then.
You don't seem to like imps very much.
I suppose compared to Tane, anything less than rapturous exaltation looks like deepest loathing. I neither like nor dislike them. They serve a useful function, and their constant flatulence aside, they can be rather sweet.
Can I become an Archmage?
It seems to me you're not even an apprentice, much less a practiced wizard. Very well.
And you.
I'd love to join you in that wet, fleshy cistern of nightmares, but yeah, see, I've got Archmage things to do.
Are you frightened?
I'm apprehensive. Standing on the precipice of the unknown, it's like I'm casting the first chaotic orb all over again, and I don't know if it's gonna work or make a bunch of snakes appear.
Has snakes actually ever happened before?
Well, there's a first time for everything. What a beauty. You probably don't need an earful of my worries. I'll keep them to myself.
Okay, so we have a few things that we can do. First things first, I'm going to see if we're still locked out on this side. Because I want to go give the imp the other thing we got for imps. An uneasy feeling comes over you. You realize that your pack is quivering, gently but insistently. Oh gods, it's the egg. Among your gear, an eyeball slowly opens, then another, then another, then another. Something pokes its head out and opens its tiny jaws, revealing a row of pointed teeth. Then a triumphant chirp. Aren't you just an adorable little monstrosity? Creature runs its tongue across its teeth. It chirps again before diving back into the warmth and safety of your pack.
Hey, it's looking at me. And also at you.
What did we get? What are you? Oh, it's adorable! 1+1 enemies needed to flank, and accuracy against distant enemies. It's horrendous, but fine. Does it lock me out again is the question. No. Okay. I think it's drowsy puke we need to give it to.
What you want, ground stink?
Can you do anything with this recipe for entrancing
Got
days?
something you want to forget, huh? Want to escape? Go live in dreams?
Drowsy puke scrutinizes the recipe and crushes together a combination of herbs, flower stems, and spore glands in a mortar and pestle. He sniffs the mixture off the end of his talon and sighs contentedly.
New drugs ready for sampling. Sleep well, idiot.
Resistance. Okay, it's just resistance to nonsense. Which is fine, but I don't think we care about that. We care about our good food. I like the imps. They're cute little bastards. They're adorable jerks. Okay, down into the upper bowels. I did not notice what that was called until just now. Does anyone else want to go to the upper bowels? Eventually we'll be at the colon if we continue through them. Yuck. Is this place going to be a 3-sessioner? It might be, considering we have a whole... I think this might be one of the expansions. Now that I think about it. Journal. This is Forgotten Sanctum. I think it is. Yeah, it's actually one of those. Whenever a violent tremor shatters the islands of the Deadfire, great wizards of Yora seek out the aid of the Watcher. Yeah, we didn't actually get triggered into this one. We still have Slayer and Survivor. We've done the Beast of Winter. But yeah, we still have Slayer and Survivor, and we have the island over on the west. I forget what it's called. But we don't get that until we go to whatchamacallit.
Should have blocked the god form's ducts and descended into the chambers below.
We must follow. The body would not harm those who care for it.
The body is not responsible for this wizardry. Return from the canal is recommended.
First one in's a fleshless corpse.
Ew. First one in is a fleshless corpse. Cute. I think we are in the esophagus. Why is there just... It's random meat. Ugh. Here's another thing. That smells like progress. I'm gonna go up here first. I would not eat chicken I found in a wall in here. There's an observer. We don't have a way in there yet.
Dam burst, all flowing forth, a bounteous shower, a torrent.
Oh, fuck. Don't walk through those. That's immediate side effects. That's immediate injuries. Do not step on yellow circles. Is there another way into there? I don't think so. Maybe that way. We don't have a way through there. We do have a spot over here that we could go to. And we can also jump into the stomach acid. Okay, so that's a chain to open that door. I have a feeling this loops around to the top one, and this loops around to the bottom one. So we are going to have to go through there somehow. Just don't step on the yellow circles. I do wonder what that does to enemies. I have a feeling it has absolutely zero effect on them. If I had to do just a random guess.
All flowing forth, a bounteous shower, a torrent.
Okay, starting combat, Jyoti. Go ahead and summon one of them. Yidwin, go ahead and back up over here. That's fine. That's just a little bit of damage to Aloth. You will be fine. Tentacles up. Eldrin, go sit there. Marius, just give him defenses. And Eater, just go right there. There you go. In turn. We just won't step on the orange circle. Oh, what are you casting? All kinds of garbage. Delayed fireball. That's gonna suck. Maybe being clustered up was not a good idea. Get back. Whoop, 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 whoop. I think we're about to lose some characters. Jyoti. Go ahead and move back. Actually, no, you need to move here. It's not going to get out in time, but we're going to see if the delayed fireballs actually kill. That was definitely a lot of damn. Fuck you, game. Jesus. Why? Why? 200 and some odd damage in one turn. My boys. That's uncalled for violence. Okay. Mainly because I don't want to be wasting my food. That's the main reason I'm not doing risks on that. Okay, as far as this stuff goes, can't summon into the middle of this.
Burst, all flowing forth, a bounteous shower, a torrent.
Yeah, I want them to come towards me. What I think we do is that I think hits her. Run away! We're gonna fight them in this chamber. which is going to involve getting to be a little bit spread out. Also summoning you in the way. And sadly, those spots do not, I repeat, do not trigger on them. I don't know why they keep wandering back. Okay, so that dealt a little bit of damage to them. As far as positioning goes, we want you out as far this way as possible. Edwin stay there. Marius, go ahead and pull back, because he's going to be coming back after us. We're going to be sending in allies. Aloth. I think we send in the clowns? No, we send in the cloney guy. There they are. They're a lot closer to the front than I thought they would be. And you guys pull back. I'm going to use the Drake to lure them in, hopefully. Or at the very least, soak up a bunch of their fireballs. Goodness gracious, great balls of ice and fire. I think there's 2 different classes of them, by the way. We've got the Scavenger of Visions and Scavenger of Visions, but I think there's 2 kinds. These guys are 99.95, 110. These guys are 99, 105, 110. Which is a little bit weird, but fire. Go ahead and get into the middle of them. That way when they drop these, they are hurting each other. Spiritual allies should be able to get by without a problem. Sorry for the big yawns. Great balls of ice and fire sounds like George R. R. Martin, Jerry Lee Lewis crossover album. Yeah, it does. Goodness gracious, great balls of ice and fire. It's the game of pillars. Here comes the substantial phantom. Here comes some burping. And here comes the delayed fireballs. I think they're nuking each other fairly well, too. What are those beams from? Eldrin, just wait. They have teleports, which might actually work to our advantage. Blech. Slowly breaking down their concentration as well. That guy, I think, is invisible. So is this one. Yidwin. Go ahead and go up here. I need to probably spread out more than this. I was kind of hoping to get them into the battle area of here. Do I have summons on you? I think I do. Yeah, they're just focusing on the Drake. They don't like our summons. Who has taken the most damage? That probably this top one. Yeah, unfortunately that does fatigue regardless. And another, unfortunately, is that's not hitting anywhere where we want. But good lord, my guys. They just really don't like Tiger there. Yidwin. That's way too close to getting that side effect for me, my taste. Aloth. We'll come in before any of them get a turn. I think we go to try and kill those guys. Summon up the Ice Blight and get out of the way again. You don't have a Drake again yet. The Phantom is not participating because it doesn't realize a fight's going on. Jyoti. Go ahead and move back. I did get... Oh, they got rid of both of them. Sweet. That means we can probably get rid of this guy as well. A greater Ice Blight. And yeah, they just don't like the Ice Blight. That's perfectly valid. We're still doing plenty of damage to them with these other ones. do find it weird that the ice blights are just like normal attacking, as opposed to casting these slew of spells that they usually do on me. Hey, Shinra, how's it going? Your day going all right? Did you end up killing more zombies? I know you had killed off like 3 small towns worth. Hey. We're cheesing this fight because they have a bunch of fatigue circles on here. Had a rough night? No! I'm sorry. I was rooting for you. You had a nice base going on there. Did your character end up dying, or are they still okay? I am going to hit you. Oh, no. Do not go into that. Yeah, those circles are death. Guess we do another one of you. Was close to possible dead, but you survived. Apparently cutting down trees attracts a lot more zombies. Yeah, because it's really loud. Feels like a small helicopter event to the location where you cut down trees. If you have any within a certain distance from you, it will call them in, yeah. I remember that being a pain in the ass. Had you run, well, pretty much walk away because you were totally exhausted. Yeah, let me guess. They came right as you finished cutting down the trees. Sounds about right. And get your ankles. Yeah, this place is going to be, in general, really tough. So, like so. Only 17 damage? Yuck. But yeah, mostly what I died to in Project Zomboid was just making too much noise and attracting things. It came like 1 or 2 days after all over the place. Take into consideration next time you cut down trees, and to stay at your base. Stay at the area where you have cleared them all. There's another one of them. He has exhaustion on him, funnily enough. I did not know summons could get exhaustion, but to each their own. But I think we've got this one. I just need to be careful about coming through. Pretty good. We're in a kind of a risky area here because we're going to have to like pass through non-disarmable traps. Each of these circles causes an injury. So it causes things to go very bad very quickly. Which scares the living bejeebas out of me. And I do wonder if there is a way to shut them down. I don't think so. I think there's not a way. I'm mainly not wanting to use up my camp supplies. That's the reason why I don't want to rock these and just rest afterwards. That, and we've had the whole experience of, hey, here's a death totem. Ha! It ticked 3 times before you could even react to it. Which is instant death, because 3 injuries is death. No, god damn it. Zoti, why are you up? Accuracy, defense, I mean, it's fine, but seriously, you can see them on the floor. Why run through them? Seeds of Deception. Yeah. AI does not avoid traps here. There is no easy way to kind of like slink through here besides just do them one at a time. Love the fleshy gore stuff. Reminds you of Death Trash. That is... I seem to remember that game. I had it... I requested a press key from it, but I couldn't get one. It was right around the same time as... Death Trash. Yeah, it's the one with the giant eyeball that they were promoting for a long time ago. Is that out yet? Oh, it's in early access. That would be why. I knew that sounded familiar. So, Jyoti's kind of in a shitty spot. A little bit low on life, which means we need to watch out for Fireball Boys. But I think we'll just go on with it. I should have saved after the fight. And yes, we are stealing chicken from the walls. Thick muscles tremor and contract. The canal seems to flow through the pit towards the pit of biles to the northeast. Strike it. It's like the tentacles above ground. Do any of you have names? Found a book to fall from above. During the southeast tunnels. Alchemical charge. I think we kill these guys. I'm going to wait for them to sync up just a little bit more so I can drop just a meteor swarm on top of them. Oh, there's one down. Let's go for you. And then you run away because you squishy. Yeah, they're going to come up and just take on Eater. Which is, not Eater, Eldrin. Means it's not going to be that. I don't know, they took on... Yidwin. Which is, she's probably the easiest one to take out that does real damage. Jyoti would be the one you target if you want to take out the healer. She's squishy, but she usually doesn't do a ton of damage. Aloth is our biggest damage dealer overall, but can't really fire into the middle of our group without causing all kinds of other problems. How did that not hit the two of them? Yeah, we have the whole issue of things not always hitting. Oh, they're invisible because they did a little dance. It doesn't show their... This is another bug with the game. We've actually been running into a few. This bug basically keeps them from being targetable because it thinks they're invisible. And they're going to be invisible whenever our piercing meteor goes off, which, guess what? Means that they're not going to get hit by it. Which absolutely sucks. I hate that. And they just keep using it. Can you stop targeting her for God's sake? Okay, are you at least visible? You little shit? Yeah, the other one's not. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry for getting annoyed at it, but I am trying to avoid injuries because we only have so many of these items and I can't target this jackwit. I was like, oh, I'll just heal her on her turn. Nope. It's just basically telling me to go suck it. Drop a heal on you guys, because why not? You can't target him. We just gotta wait until he gets a turn. Is he gonna go invisible again? No, he didn't. Yay, I can actually kill the scrawny little shit. It looks like we are gonna have to use up a rest. We can deal with it. I'm good with that. Came in at me getting my butt handed to me because I am being the stupids. And they are really focusing down, which in and of itself is unusual. Usually enemies will pick a priority, but they're not here. They're just causing trouble. Place the charge and run for cover. Oh, I get what we're supposed to do. Yeah, we blow those up. I get you. I can tell what you're smoking, and then we can go down there and actually do the rest of the area. We don't have a charge for this one. A slick mold clings to the wall. Moisture beads its surface. From the fungus and uneven intervals are flashy nipple-like pustules. You collect some mold and you hand some... Your hand comes away damp from the ruptured pustule. It immediately begins to itch. Oh, and we get an injury from it. Great, thanks, game. Infested caretaker. That's the one that we want the initial hit on. So, bloop. Then we have everybody else go after these guys on the right. Yeah, as long as we only have... We need to get rid of the luminescent spore. We also don't want to be killing our characters. Aloth, don't need to be hidden anymore. That's fine. Eldrin. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be good. We'll just go ahead and beat the crap out of this sapperling. I'm oddly content with how we're doing, like, for the actual fights. I'm kind of annoyed at the nonsense of just ending up injured every 5 minutes, because why? Oh, I should have stunned it. Either way, it's fine. Jyoti, do your thing, which is more meteors. Those actually do okay damage. That infested caretaker is the one over there, which we don't care about. Okay, so that should go down with the meteors. I don't even care that it dealt so much damage to our main character. It's fine. Oh, freaking hell. This game is just being a dick right now. It has not done this in a while. But it is definitely going like, you know what? You've had it too easy for long enough. Let's throw in some nonsense. You'd win heal yourself? Yeah, I do kind of deserve it dicking me around a little bit. The last time we had it actually cause me any real problems was Nemnock, I believe was his name, or Nimnock, the giant imp. That was the last one that actually caused me a lot of stress. Drop out a heal on everybody. Yeah, this one's going to be another multi-session area. I can already tell you right now. Especially since that pedestal is blocking our shot because we can't aim up. Have I encountered any dragons yet? I encountered the skeleton of one. The first game had 3 dragons that I'm aware of. Because you had the Audra dragon, you had the white dragon, and you had the dragon in what's-her-name's temple. This one, I don't think we've encountered a dragon yet, but I do think there is one on the western island that we'll be dealing with eventually. If I decide to go after the nightmarish super bosses. I might not. We're getting to the kind of point in the game. I'm already level 20. I've already done most of my murdering. Doing more seems like it's going to be a little bit superfluous considering I've already beaten the game before, so I already know what's kind of floating around. I know what's floating around in this here dingleberry. Jyoti. Shoot him. Why we can't look around the pedestal to shoot him, I really don't know. And then, ooh, Eldrin actually gets the kill this time.
Seemed kinda sickly, didn't it?
Just a little bit. Okay. Loot you. Loot the books. Oh, we're getting more of the puzzle books. Beast of Dreams. Target is asleep until attacked for 1 round. Self 18 health restored per round. That we might end up using just for the health regen. And yes, I'll look at the books in just a minute. Just gathering up everything first. I do think we might be in here for 3 sessions. I honestly did not expect there to be more dungeon to this dungeon. That was going to be the 2 wings. No, we have 3. The history of Yora. We have all of these. Let's go ahead and see what these have. We've got, in their fear, they will give their power and ask for safety, but she will give them only orders. Death comes for all in time. The difference between a blessing is when it is but a brand. And the gods lost them, but we will find them again. Crafted from splinters of anguish and frightened devotion made material, the throne transcended the bounds here in the in-between and the beyond. Each in their turn was forced to kneel before it. They begged. All of them did, formerly divine followers, but only reprieve they were granted was death. Death and the rebirth of supplicants. So that's Wodica is death and their supplicants. Last Ice Age is through its room granted true breath. The beast consumed the souls of the Deadfire and exhaled a miserable cold that swept across the temperate archipelago. In 3 months, Nekataka was encased in glimmering ice, and in 6, Ukaizo disappeared beneath a dune of crystalline snow. 10,000 of the Fire Crown fell to their knees, and with their power, Magran called an inferno from the skies. Andra's most beloved dissolved into the tidal wave that swallowed Ratai and Galawain's children. They don't remember us. They were once us, or we were once them. Before the ascension, before the destruction, before the storm. Now we are strangers, our greetings reduced to unintelligible ejaculations of sound. But they will remember. We will remind them, and we will judge the work they've done in our long absence. They should hope we find it sufficient. The forces of the faithful left Adir with an extortion from the... Okay, let not the sullen wild people of that lawless continent continue to suffer beyond the guiding hand of the queen that was. Deliver them their savagery, that they might join us in civilization and reap soon the rewards of their newfound piety. As your queen demands, so do I. Take up the burden of the empire, free them from themselves. And the final quiet hour, a call came from nowhere. Who's there? The voice of nothing asked, and it was answered by no one. Into the silence, a chorus of wind began to blow a new tune. One no one knew, it echoed nowhere. Nothing responded with a whisper at the beginning of a word. So the end of gods. So in their fear, they will give her power and ask for safety, but she will give them only orders. That one, I think, was... Reclamation of Living Lands? This one is Death Comes for All in Time. Throne of Wodica? Difference is a blessing when it is but a brand. Both of those are just destructions. I think it's Yazuha. We have been all over the Deadfire. I don't think there's dragons in it. Gods lost them, but we will find them again. I think it's the end of gods. Can I load? That's why I saved before this. I might just look up the combination on these, because I am tired of trying to dig through their cryptic clues in each one. I'm sure there's obvious answers, but my brain is foggy today, so it's like, why bother? So this one is the upper bowels. Pillars to upper bowels. I don't care about your 10 million advertisements. Bugger off. Okay. It's 11, 14, 13, 15. Is that really what it is? We really screw it up that much? There's 11. There's 14. There's 13. And there's 15. Pull the lever, Kronk. Nah. Yeah, we're just gonna look up these, because I am really tired of messing with them. I know that's a cop-out, but we have kind of reached that point where it's like, we are level 20. That's the outer one. I just need to not have a crap ton of injuries. Oh, blink dogs. Cool. Let's go for... I think we go for that. And just slam the columns down on him. Yidwin, get up here and start slashing at him. Is it 4 shimmering? No, it's 3 shimmering and a bowel alchemist. It's a gut doctor. God, why are we so awful at hitting them? Because we're just rolling bad. Okay. Maybe they'll all clump up in one position and we'll... Oh, God. Yeah, I shouldn't have brought her up here. The game. Seriously. Jesus. It has not been this much of a dick through the entire game. Even the super bosses have not been this way. But all of a sudden, it's deciding it wants to just wreck my shit. I can't actually cast any offensive spells on him because why? I don't remember why. Why? Because you're frightened. You can't cast spells when you're frightened. You can't cast spells when you're silenced. You can't cast spells whenever you're terrified. You don't even have control of your character when you're terrified, which makes it even dumber. And they're all invisible, too, which is even fucking better. Eldrin, summon a bitch, I guess. Yeah, and he can't target him, so it's literally just, no, you can't do anything. Tough luck. I literally have to wait until they get another turn to actually attack them. Which irritates the living bejeebas out of me. Because there's no counterplay to it. It's literally just sit around and wait. Because you can't target. It's a stupid boo-boo bear. I think that... And go ahead and heal yourself. We don't like running that risk. Jyoti. Go ahead and... Minor intercession, I think? You still can't cast a spell. How long are you terrified for? You worthless git. You are supposed to be my AoE control there, bud. Why you do this to me? Set him on fire. Don't even care if the dog dies. Oh, for God's sake. You can't even move up there. Go for stabbing it in the ass. I really forgot to turn off the ringtone on my phone. I'm gonna be quiet for a minute. There we go. Yeah, if I'm quiet, it won't come through on the thing, I don't think, but still. Okay, Yidwin. You do your thing, which is... You still... Everybody's frightened by the damn blink dogs that we've already killed about 1,000,000 times before. At least it was the terrified one that goes next. You actually have your spells back finally? Yes, sirree, you do. Let's go after the one back there. And stun? Or at least knocked down? There we go. Of course you miss. That one's next. And I'm not afraid of us losing. We can beat anything here. It's not a problem. The thing that's annoying me is that we keep just getting injuries due to really cheap shit. Like, unavoidable stuff. And bad pathing as well. But that's neither here nor there. Next one is... a slam from you. Marius just bite. Yidwin stab. Stab him like you mean it. For a second there, I thought it was going to do the out of range thing again. That was gonna irritate me. We are closing in on that 4-hour mark. And today, I already said, was going to be a little bit of a shorter day. So I think we will finish up getting this stuff down here. And we'll see where we want to go next. Whether I want to continue on or whether I want to raid out or not. We'll find out soon enough. Depends on what's down here. Fungal growth concerns. The fungus has gotten to places. Antiseptic cream. Examine the reservoir. It reeks, fumes, burn your eyes. Combine the fungal ingredients with the antiseptic salve and add both to the fluid. So that stops that one. So basically, we're just doing a bunch of different creative solutions on how to destroy the growths. So let's... I think we do want to see what's here to the left. It's going to be more dick moves, isn't it? Yeah, we're having to go into late game Baldur's Gate 1 strategies, which is slink around and murderize stuff. There's something going on in there. I don't think we want to touch that. And no, vessel flesh, we don't really care about. We can use it in a couple recipes, but aged shark meat is what we actually want to see from those. Let's go ahead and save and see what's going on there. Shouldn't send him in, but... no, it's just poultry. Okay, so that was a nothing. It just looks intimidating to have a giant glowing purple room with a pustule in the middle of it. That is the only pustule you can see. Okay, observers. Okay, Scavenger of Wisdom is the scary thing here. And we think we have a blink dog over there too. I think the blink dog is... Oh, and we even have Blinky the pet observer. Yeah, we'll do this. Blink dog. Sure. Okay, so Blink Dog is terrified, which is good for us. Aloth. All of these enemies can cause problems is the real annoying stuff here. We will drop that on the polyps even. And toss you up that way if possible. Nope, didn't. I don't think we got into range of it. No, we didn't. We stunned it. We didn't get in range of it. An eater. I guess you go after the observer in this. Please let this actually kill it. Almost got it. Okay, pop that. Before it can get off its nasty little AoE that they murked us with before. And thank you for the lurk, by the way. Okay, so you were knocked down. You were stunned. Shimmering is terrified. It's going to try to run from the damage that it took there as well. Oh, fuck you. I hate that. I hate that it turns invisible afterwards more than anything. If it was just the terrified, that'd be bad enough. But the fact that it's now invisible, so I can't do anything against it, I just have to sit here and twiddle my thumbs until it turns back up, is kind of asinine. Bad enemy design. It's also bad enemy design that it was able to go again so quickly. I do have resistance to it on some of the characters, but I don't know if any of these in particular do. An eater, since you can't do anything, just blonk. Marius. We really do just have to sit here and wait until it comes back. It's to attack whoever the hell it wants. But now we should be able to take it down. I'm going to go ahead and switch back to that so I can see what's happening on the YouTube side of things. Get ourselves a nice little Shuka wave. And we should be able to kill it while it's stunned now. Yeah, if we can get them stunned, it's easy enough. Frightened is a little bit better if Yidwin gets it on because they can move and take even more damage, but they get another turn so quickly, it's ridiculous. Okay, so we got rid of that eye. Journal, inner mysteries. Clear the canal to the depths of the dangerous bile. Now I can follow blah 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 to the heart of misery. That's going to be a big fight. So what we're going to do is we're going to probably rest here. I don't see anything else in here that we can do anything with. But I'm going to rest here. We're going to save as well. Save. Don't forget to rest. And I will send you guys off to... I'm going to send you guys off to DF. He's playing a medieval, which is a game I have not heard of. I'm going to go ahead and see what it looks like before I send you off over there. Kefka's just doing Next Fest things. Oh, wait, there's some D&D going on. We're going to send you to D&D. They do Lego and stuff too, by the way, and retro gaming. So hopefully you guys enjoy some D&D, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.